Hello, I'm out in the garage on this horrible windy and rainy day. I'm working on this Chase HQ machine. The monitor has currently been removed as it's not working. It's a Arcadeuk Polo, which is here. There's the board upside down. I'm just setting up a makeshift soldering station on the floor so that I can have a go at checking this board for dry joints. It does look like there's a few potential dry joints in the power supply section. So with any luck, just a bit of soldering, maybe from some capacitors. There's normally a few dead on these by now. So yeah, I'm just going to check that out, do some soldering work and see if we can get it working. Now the tracks around the power section look quite weak, so basically I've stripped back some copper wire, tinned it up, and I'm just soldering bridges across these tracks here to give it some stability and enable it to carry more current. I'm just going to do that with the live, the neutral and the earth connections. Okay, and that's the solder bridges done. Got the live, the neutral and the earth now joined, reinforced, so they're nice and strong now. I've just basically gone over and touched up all the rest of the solder joints. Anything that looked potentially dry has been done. And here's another piece of damage that I've just repaired. As you can see, this part of the track is cracked and ripped up. So I basically added a wire jumper here to strengthen this and join it up to the next part there. I've also just spotted another one. Don't know how well it'll focus on here. Okay, yeah. This is clearly as you can see, the track is broken around the pin, so that is kind of moving around. So again, same thing. I'm just going to put some solder there, jump a wire across, or maybe I might just sand part of this track down and put a nice big blob of solder over there. Anyway, I need to clearly go over every part of this board just to make sure there's no more. Okay, so I've sanded the track and added this jumper wire across the whole track to strengthen it, and that one should be good. Just need to trim the wire off. I don't think the camera's going to like this, but I thought I'd just see if I can look at this cracked joint here through the magnifier. So there you go. That's another one there that I need to sort. Now here's something that the previous person to work on this hasn't managed, and that's to clean off this nasty resin flux that they've used. So a bit of spray of isopropyl alcohol and a stiff nylon brush. Basically just rub that in for a couple of minutes. So you can see it's starting to move it off anyway. So you just basically do that and wipe the brush and you can get most of this stuff off. This can become conductive over time, so it's a good idea to remove it all. As you can see, they've used cheap flux, whereas the flux I've used is no clean and does not need cleaning. Sometimes I just wipe it anyway, just a bit of isopropyl to remove any flux. Right, and hopefully that should have improved the monitor. I've just fitted a new anode cap to this Polo monitor, as the one that was on it, this one, doesn't make a very good contact at all. It's rubber's gone a bit hard on it, so give this one a try. Okay, let's see if the Chase HQ monitor repairs were successful. There we go. That looks. The flashing lights in Chase HQ have stopped working, so I've pulled out the auxiliary power supply, which is this small board here. It's a fairly simple power supply. AC voltage goes in here, goes through this fuse, this bridge rectifier, and then through a smoothing capacitor to that output connector there. Someone's worked on this previously. It's got some flux over it. Looks like solder joints are okay, so possibly the bridge rectifier has actually failed. Well, I'll check out the continuity of the fuse holder as well, see if that's okay. Capacitor should be okay, but it's easy enough to replace, so we'll be able to get this working. Now I've already replaced the bad capacitor on this board. The bridge rectifier is also bad, but I don't have one of this type, so what I've done is I've made my own by soldering 4 diodes together in a bridge rectifier pattern. So I basically need to trim off one set of each of these leads and bend them down, and that should fit nicely. Okay, with the components replaced and the board reinstalled, we're getting 14.6 volt DC rectified, so that appears to be working okay now.
Giddy up, boy. Okay, you're under arrest on suspicion of first-degree murder.